ceremony.
Good afternoon, Team Phoenix and guests. I'm Derek Reynolds, your Master of Ceremony.
Please stand for the presentation of colors by the Humphreys High School JROTC. And remain standing for the salute of the Star-Spangled Banner and the Korean National Anthem. Led by Miss Virginia Ford.
Welcome to our annual Veterans Day program. The history of Veterans Day is rooted in the end of the World War I when an armistice or ceasefire was declared on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918. This event marked the end of hostilities in the war, and November 11th became a day to remember and honor veterans. Veterans Day was officially designated as a holiday to honor all veterans in 1954 by President Dwight D. Eisenhower. It has since been a day of reflection and appreciation for the military service of veterans from all branches of the U.S. Armed Forces.
Seventh grade student Jorni Gamache will now recognize veterans on the staff of HMS and guests serving in each branch of the United States military. United States Army Mr. Don Kalal, Ms. Keon Lim, Mr. Todd Evans, Ms. Hannah Moreno, Mr. James Petty, United States Army Reserves, Mr. Sarah Sheffield, Ms. Karen Miles, Mr. James Petty, United States Air Force, Mr. Anthony Longquest, Ms. Natalie Cho, Mr. Thomas Lee, Mr. Edward Eccles, Mr. James Petty. United States Navy Reserve, Ms. Chandler Madi, Ms. United States Marine Corps, Mr. John Hodge, Mr. Jeff Cobb, Mr. Hermes Santos, all active duty service members and veterans in our audience, please stand.
HMS Strings will now perform the Soldier's Hymn, composed by Soon-Hee Newborn. It was written in honor of all soldiers. These heroes go out in the world to serve, dedicating their efforts, sacrificing time and even their lives to better humanity. The lonely opening lines are echoed throughout, almost representing the sound of a solitary flute drum. As the work builds, soaring musical lines emerge and lead toward a powerful and riveting conclusion, spectacular and inspirational. HMS Strings perform the Soldier's Hymn.
Thank you, HMS James, for your outstanding performance. HMS students, staff, and guests.
Colonel Anthony Boozer, United States Army Chief, CJ-3A Theater Missile Defense Division, United States Forces Korea, Combined Forces Command. Colonel Anthony Boozer was born in Boston, Massachusetts, to Yves Boozer and Marie Boozer, both from the country of Haiti. He was raised in Lehigh Acres, Florida, and graduated from Fort Myers High School in Fort Myers, Florida. Colonel Boozer was commissioned as an officer in May 2010 from Lincoln University in Jefferson City, Missouri, and earned his Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice at the University of Central Florida in Orlando, Florida. Colonel Boozer holds a Master of Art in Leadership Studies from the University of Texas at El Paso, and is currently an Educational Leadership Doctoral candidate at the American College of Education. Colonel Boozer is an Air Force defense officer and has attended both Air Force School, Air Assault School, and the Rappel Master School. He has served in both the Missouri National Guard and the Florida National Guard and has been stationed in Fort Bliss, Texas, Fort Lewis, then Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington, Fort Sill, Oklahoma, Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, Istanbul, Turkey, Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam, Hawaii, Camp Carroll, Republic of Korea, Clegg, Kasserine, Germany, Fort Hood, later Fort Cavazos, Texas, and Camp Humphreys, Republic of Korea. His deployments include Iraq and Kuwait. Today, Colonel Boozer is assigned as Chief CJ-3A Theater Missile Defense Division, United States Forces Korea Combined Forces Command. Colonel Boozer and his wife, Dr. Denise Boozer, have two daughters, Chloe and Sophiana. HMS students, staff, and special guests, please stand and give a round of applause for our special guest, Colonel Boozer.
Up here. All right. Please, take a seat. How's everybody doing? Hey, look, all right, so I'm in the Army, right? And I've been in the Army for a while. And as such, I'm used to giving long speeches. However, due to time constraints, I'm going to have to go a little off script here. All right, so first of all, I'll say thank you for having me here. It's an honor to speak to your class today, hear about Veterans Day. I want to start off by saying thank you to the parents and thank you to those who served for Veterans Day. Thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for helping to keep both countries running smoothly, right? That's America and here in Korea. But I want to focus on, I want to focus on Veterans Day. I want to focus on you. Right, so Veterans Day is not just about the grown-ups, it's also about you, the military students, the military kids of the families, and all the sacrifices that you make. All right, so as I said, I'm Colonel Boozer. I've been in for 23 years, 6 months, 2 days. All right, that's a long time. And yes, I've got some pretty crazy things that have happened. Like this one time I was trying to show some soldiers how to fold a fitted sheet, and I tell you, I can't say it ended badly, but it may have been an international incident. And those of you who tried to fold fitted sheets know exactly what it is I'm talking about. Right, so yesterday, we had the Veterans Day celebration. It's to honor those who served, but also it's those military kids who are part of that team. Right, and you might be thinking, some of you out there may be thinking, how does Veterans Day apply to me? I'm just a kid. Right, so I'll tell you. You saved the world, right? Maybe not the entire world, but your lifesavers for the world, your parents, the military family, and the greater military community, right? So let's be real. A lot of you have had to say goodbye to your parents. Show of hands, how many parents have deployed or gone training for over a week?
Over a year.
Right, please look around. Look around. That's a lot of kids. All right, put your hands down. All right, so it's tough, right? And while your parents are gone, you're holding down the fort, you're doing the laundry, you're taking care of pets, walking the dogs, and you're helping your family, right? All that while you're still managing, going to school, doing your homework, managing your friends, and everything else that you do, right? I've served overseas, but I gotta tell you, all the training and deployments, despite what comes your way, the hardest part for your parents is leaving the child, right? That is the hardest part. And saying goodbye. So that's where you come in, the unsung heroes. While we're out fighting the bad guys, you're the whole team that's there supporting what it is we do. All right, so I'll line it up a little bit. Some of you have heard, within the Army, actually within all the services, you have a lot of acronyms out there. You have a lot of rules and regulations. You may have heard some of them, PT, ACFT, OPSEC, MRE. MREs, how many people know what MREs are?
I ate one of the
Okay, put your hands down. For those who don't know what MREs are, they're meals ready to eat. Right? They got some names like beef stew or chicken with rice, but I can tell you, it might as well be called mystery meat, right? So you have some of those meals, right? It's like spaghetti with something that's got to come from another planet. And then don't get me started on the desserts. You're expecting, hey, I'm gonna have a good cookie, but instead you get some kind of packet, tastes like cardboard, sprinkled with a little sadness on top. But I'll tell you, despite whatever it is that we're eating, we get through, right? We go on through what it is we've got to do, and we keep on fighting. And it's the same thing that you do, right? You keep on fighting and you get through the hard times. You're moving forward. It's hard at first, but your parents, those military service members, they do it for you. They do it for the commitment to the country, and they do it for that strong family who's back there supporting them. And even when mystery meat comes, remember that's the heart, not the food that keeps us going. So, military kids, why do I say that you're the unsung heroes? I'll say three things. First of all, your experiences that you have, right? Each one of the military kids in here can probably write a book on how to make new friends in 5 minutes or less, right? Because you had to go from school to school, country to country, whether you're here in Korea or a lot of you have gone to other countries other than Korea, and you walk into a new school, and you got friends to sit with by lunch. That is an incredible feat. A lot of adults can't make friends that fast. All right. The second thing, adaptability. You're able to adapt to different circumstances, new places. You're going to new countries where the pizza tastes different, where they don't even know what nachos are, so you're sitting here trying all these new foods. I gotta tell you, I probably shouldn't say this, but last week I was down in Daecheon with some training exercise, and I tell you, we're eating seafood and the octopus is still moving. That is something you don't necessarily see, but you go to different countries, different places, and this is what you experience, right? So you're adapting to those circumstances. But then the third thing, and I've seen it happen, is you're going to new places and you get new experiences, right? You're going to some cool places and you're getting experiences that can't be taught, experiences that are lived. Like you've got patience. You've got that patience while other kids are complaining about, oh, I've been grounded, so I don't have my phone, so I can't do my little social profile for a week. You're living those experiences like, oh, my parents are going to go away for 6 months. My parents are going to go away for 9 months. My parents are going to go away for a year, right? And those are the things that make you tough. And I've seen it happen, and it's not easy, but you get through it. So this Veterans Day, I ask that you all pat yourselves on the back, right? Because it's a hard life. There you go. It's a hard life that your parents are living, right? But they get through it with their sidekicks, with the kids. And as you're going up, traversing this world, stay figuring out your life and who you want to be, you're all doing great things and you don't have that guidebook. So I thank you for that resiliency. I'm going to finish by saying this. You are the future. You're the next generation of leaders. You have already learned so much by being a military kid, right? You see a veteran, you go out there, the way you thank a veteran is you say thank you. Thank you for your service, thank you for your sacrifice and your commitment. And the other thing is you learn from those veterans. You learn in the face of adversity, when you have those hard times, continue being tough. You're already an expert, you're already A+ on continue being tough. I thank you for all that. And whether your parent is Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, I thank you for all it is that you do. Whether it's finding new friends, whether it's adapting to new situations. And then to the vets out there, I want to say thank you also for your service because you make our country the great country that it is. Thank you very much, everyone. And when you see a soldier out there trying to fold that fitted sheet, be easy on them. It's kind of hard. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you, Colonel Bizarre, for those words of inspiration. Color Guard, retire the colors.
How many people that I don't like you?